Wubba lubba dub dub motherfuckers. What is going on, everyone? It is everyone's favorite jack of all trades with a foul mouth, coming to Urban. And welcome back to another awesome fucking video, guys. I greatly do appreciate it. Before I do dive in this bitch, I want a big special shout out to all of you guys, my viewers and my subscribers, for sticking around watching this shit. The reason why I fucking do it is for all you guys, so yeah. And as you can see here, we have this lovely image of Yamato as depicted in Kantai collection. So yes, that means there is going to be another update. This is going to be part 28. It's going to be part 28, guys, of my build of the 1/350th scale model of the Imperial Japanese Navy's Yamato class battleship Yamato Deluxe version by Very Fire and Harry Beaver Corporation. And in part 27, we dealt with that big deck energy, and we got the wooden deck inlay put on, and a lot of the littler pieces on the deck, such as hatches and some of the superstructure and fucking whatnot and anchor chamber. Today we actually have finished out to the rest of the main deck and built the aircraft hanging area. It's actually not glued in right now. It's just sitting in there dry fitted because there's a lot of shit I gotta deal with on the underside, like platforms and stairs and other crap I need to deal with, and also the supports, before I can glue that all the way down and start finishing shit up. So anyway, the two main colors of the deck include IJN Cure Gray and IJN's Deck Linoleum Red Brown, both from Squadron scale colors. And if you remember in an earlier part of the build, when I actually outfitted the deck, I went and outfitted the deck with all these photo etch except for these parts here, which is Z32 and of course Z3, which are the crossways, because I had to deal with the linoleum stripping that was on the deck. Now, if you've seen the Tamiya kit, you know Tamiya's big ass 1/350 scale super deluxe kit, these linoleum strips was actually just sticker decal that you stuck on the deck. Well, the shiny stuff you see is actual photo etch, as you can see here. And that brown color you see, well, that would be the linoleum. Well, that would be your linoleum red-brown decking. Because if you look at the painting diagram, here is what it shows, which seems straightforward, but something I didn't understand. Okay? Because here we have, this is a brand new book, The Anatomy of the Ship, Battleship Yamato Musashi. Now, I actually reviewed this book a while back, but my local library recently just got it. So, which is very fucking helpful to me, because, well, let's take a look. Hull structure. Well, anyway, it would be the decking. Anyway, if I can shows the deck being a certain way. I don't know why. Anyway, let's just try to find. Okay, here's the flight deck. Okay, but as you can see, that linoleum stops on both sides of the tracks. It says it's the gold or the brass stripping that held the linoleum strip down. But, by the way, if you wonder about the white, that's from 1944. Okay, but we're looking at this because this is the same as done in 1945. But here it goes over the tracks, and the tracks are the same dark color as the deck. So, which one's fucking correct? The paint guide or the 3D model? Well, that's when I started looking at photographs. And yes, there are photographs of Yamato and Musashi. And honestly, there was one picture that stood out very well. Right here. This was taken during the Battle of Lake Takeoff. Now, I want you to zoom in on this picture. Now look, right here, you can see the tracks clear as day. And what do you see? You can see the linoleum stripping. It goes across the tracks, or the tracks go over the top of it. So, and here we go again. There it is again. Clearly can see the linoleum stripping going all the way to the ends. So that proves, this shit here proves to me that the way I have it set up here is fucking exactly the way it was here. So Stefan Draminsky, when he was creating the 3D model, he got that shit wrong. And shockingly, Verifier got that detail right when they were doing their paint guide. So, fucking nice job, Verifier. So, what I did was, after I built the piece, I painted several coats of Cure Gray, because that was another thing I fucking figured out, was the color of this deck. Some resources say it was concrete, so it was a concrete gray. Others say it was really dark gray. And a lot of places said it was Cure Gray. And after doing some actual looking at pictures and some figuring out, come to the conclusion, the deck is the same color as the ship. So I coated it. And then once I figured out how big the stripping was going to be on the ship, I took the two pieces of the stripping, traced around them with a pencil, had an outline, and painted inside that outline with the deck linoleum red-brown, several coats of it, and there we go. And I took a little bit of super glue and ran these pieces through a puddle of super glue, laid them gently on the deck, and then put any glue on loose ends, and there we go. And then whatever brown was over the edges, I touched it up with a small, tiny brush with some Cure Gray, and there we have it. There is the aircraft deck, and of course I left the brass in its natural state, because that's how it was on the ship. The linoleum was held down with brass strips and brass nails or screws, so that's how it would have been. And the tracks, I did install these set of tracks here, and these set of tracks here. Oh, another thing I did do that I got finished with, before I forget, the two catapults that go on the end. I painted those up, got them painted and detailed, and they are ready to be installed. So, And they were painted, like I said, like the rest of the ship. Pure naval gray. Basically, most of the ship was painted in this fucking color, so that's why I got so many bottles of this shit. So these will go in those holes there and there. But before I install these, I gotta take care of all the shit that goes underneath the decks and stuff, and then glue this deck down, like I said. See? It's not glued on. See? Told you, wasn't glued on. So, I just had it sitting in here, dry fitted, so I could have a better idea of how it's gonna look. So there we go. So far there's Yamato. So far, it doesn't look like a lot been done, but that deck took a long time to do. So there you go, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Maybe learned a little something, like I did. I learned a little something about the detail on this the flight deck area of the ship. So there you have it. That will be part 28 of my build of the Yamato from Very Fire and Harry Beaver Corporation. And if you have any questions or comments, leave them in the fucking comment section below. I'll get back with you. And if you're new to the channel like the chef fucking do, hit that fucking subscribe button. Hit the damn notification bell. Never miss a video from yours truly ever again. And until next time around, this is Commodore Urban. Saying that smooth seas and clear skies and happy sailing with you. God bless you all. Take care. Stay safe. Be yourselves. Jesus and the good Lord love you all very much. And until next time, I'll catch you a warm trading wind. Well, hell, anyone knows. And anchors away, motherfuckers. So, yeah.